Hello and welcome to the presentation of Damsel Thief. This concept was developed by CrunchTime. Damsel Thief is an RTS game with a strong military focus. The game will require players to operate multiple units simultaneously. There's also a spell system integrated into the game, as well as unit development through a blacksmith betting system. The reason we decided to go with this idea is that it requires a feisty and arrogant style of gameplay. The player's army is displayed out in the open for enemies to see their strength. The player's moves and decisions are what's hidden from other players. The basic units of the game are upgradable and also carry value towards upgrading to heavy units. The different units will carry different attack and health values, along with a perk in order to benefit in different situations in battle. Heavy units are created by the player in a meaningful decision to bet resources and units. The trebuchet inflicts the same damage as a basic unit and has the same health, but has a very large attack radius for ranged damage. The battering ram has the same damage as a basic unit, but also has increased health in order to siege enemy buildings. The priest will not be able to attack enemies, but will have the same health as a basic unit. The priest can enhance the attack and health of all units in a player's army. The hot air balloon is activated if a player obtains one of each heavy unit. The hot air balloon can bypass all map obstacles in order to kidnap the princess. Buildings will play a vital role in the gameplay. Barracks produce basic unit replenishments every 15 seconds. The castle houses the princess and can provide the defending army with a 5% attack and health boost if she is kidnapped. The watchtower defends the castle and carries its own attack and health. The blacksmith is used to enhance any units in the player's army. The wizard is a character that is automatically provided to all players. The wizard uses a regenerative mana system in order to cast spells that benefit the player's army. The princess is located in every player's castle until she is kidnapped. The attack and spells include a destroyer and shrinker as direct attacks. Return speed and conjure horse benefit player movement. Increased unit damage and weaponized princess are defensive maneuvers. Betting will require a player to go to the blacksmith and invest an extra 50% of their resources in order to be eligible to receive the double upgrade. This is not guaranteed to the player. The player will collect basic units from the barracks as they accumulate. The barracks will only replenish the numbers of an army until it reaches capacity. The player will be forced to defend their castle and other property as it is attacked by other players. The player can leave behind some units for defense, build a watchtower and turrets, and place heavy units to thwart any attacks by enemies. Players will have an opportunity to create heavy units by going to the barracks and trading in 2 basic units. The player will get a random heavy unit in exchange, each one with their own benefits. The player can only have 3 total heavy units at any time in the game. The ultimate way to deal a blow to the enemy is to capture their princess. This will leave the castle vulnerable by reducing the player's castle health by 50%. The wizard carries an ability to cast a spell that shrinks an enemy unit by 90% of its health and attack values. All players start the game with a castle containing a princess, a wizard, and a barracks that spawns a basic unit every 15 seconds until the maximum unit capacity is met. The starting supply amount is 10. This can be upgraded infinitely. The weapon and armor efficiency starts at 0. This can be upgraded infinitely. Players must send units to another kingdom to kill their castle. Players can also create heavy units by using a pair of basic units at the barracks. A player can have a maximum of 3 heavy units at any time. Alternatively, players can also create a hot air balloon from one of each heavy unit. The hot air balloon can move past terrain and capture princesses from enemy castles. After a player captures all princesses, they win the game. To gain advantage in battle, players can make use of the wizard spell. The map has a strong arena feel to it, with a peninsula for each player's castle. The center of the map is an open battlefield for players. The goals of the game are relatively straightforward. The player needs to destroy all enemy castles, capture the enemy princesses, and avoid having their own princess being kidnapped. These are some of the actions that a player takes throughout the game. A lot of the gameplay will consist of building the player's army and sending them into battle. These are the transitions in the game. The game is designed for fast gameplay, which will force the players to use quick decision making. From all of us at CrunchTime, thank you for watching.